Tonight on Smackdown Live AfterBuzz TV Aftershow, we find out what is an Elimination Chamber, what exactly is a suspension, and what's a folktale. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Time to play the game!
Oh, it's time to play the game! And that game is hanging out and watching and listening to AfterBuzz TV because we are live on AfterBuzzTV.com, AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it, we're on it. We are here for your viewing and listening pleasure as we break down Smackdown Live. What's up, everybody? I am Christian Rosenberg. Guys, the gang's all here this week. She is recovering. She maybe not 100, but you know what? We love Gabby. If Gabby's 50%, she makes it here. That is the trooper that she is. And she's more than 50, probably like 85 or so. But Gabby Loren is here.
I'm here, I'm back. Oh my goodness, was that the worst sickness ever? I haven't been that sick in a very long time. But I'm grateful that it was just a week, and I'm good now.
You're good.
I'm good.
And we're good because you're back.
Thank you. I mean, I had a fever, you guys. This was over 100 degrees.
And she needed more cowbell.
Yeah, much more cowbell. I thought she got a fever from just all the incredible action that SmackDown had this week.
Maybe, you know what? It was right after the Royal Rumble, so I think that got me sick too.
That was straight fire, so yeah.
Hey, by the way, Tom Connolly's here too.
I am. This music just makes me want to spit water everywhere.
Spit music?
Spit water everywhere.
Tom's about to spit bars, guys. Spit some music.
No music, just water.
Well, we don't normally get the game's music, but the game made an appearance tonight on SmackDown. Overall tonight, it felt like a lot of action. Not many promos tonight, but a lot of action that still propelled the stories through the matches instead of the promos.
Yeah.
They did have a lot of really close-up shots of some WWE superstars, though, you know, saying their piece about what they want to do come Elimination Chamber. We did get a lot of that tonight,
Yes.
I have to say. It was good.
But it was-
I like these new
yeah.
shots, creatively.
I mean, I'm kind of confused. I get what they're doing with Becky, but I'm also kind of confused by it at the
Well,
same
let's
time.
get into it, because that
Let's do
starts
it.
the show. So Charlotte comes out, talking about how Becky's arrogance got the best of her. We see the clip from Raw last night, where Becky was invited by Stephanie. Becky continued to refuse medical attention. Stephanie said she had no choice but to suspend her then until she's medically cleared. Becky then beats the crap out of Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie, out of maybe defense, ended up kicking the injured knee. So
Yeah.
they did a big close-up on that.
I had to watch it again. I watched it again today, and I was like, wait, did she? I didn't realize she kicked her knee. I thought Becky kind of just like fell. And I was like, oh, are we?
They're planting seeds for something.
Yeah.
They're planting seeds.
Yeah.
They always like to plant seeds. Whether or not they blossom into anything, that's to be determined.
Yeah.
And, you know, Charlotte mentions, well, I know someone who's 100% healthy and would love to face Ronda at WrestleMania. Points to the sign, and as she points to the sign, there just happens to be a spotlight following Becky Lynch from that area. And Charlotte's yelling, make sure she has a ticket. But Becky just marches down.
I wish she had a ticket, though.
Yeah, I wish she had a ticket, too.
Oh, it would have been great if she, like, held it
Yeah,
up back
and then
when she
just
said
sat
that.
down somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also love how they bring in the fake security, who all look like wrestlers.
Well, they're all local
Well,
talent.
yes.
Every time they are wrestlers.
That's what I mean. It was sarcasm. They are wrestlers, but it's just so funny because they're just, all they do is like this. You got to look at, if you're watching the video, it's like a slight hand movement, slight nod, like maybe you shouldn't be here, and then that's it, let her go.
Hey, you have to calm down, all right? You're not supposed to be here. This is my job as a security guard. I'm supposed to politely tell you to leave. I'm not going to put my
Yes.
hands on you because you're going to kick my ass. But please, just follow. The shirt says security. Let's abide by that. Come on.
Yeah,
That's
the
what-
little security logo. I love that. It was cute.
Charlotte mentioned, well, first you stole my dad's catchphrase, and now you're stealing Roman Reigns' entrance. That got no reaction.
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
She said it too fast almost. Because I just didn't catch what she said at first. I was like, all I heard was Roman Reigns. And I was like, what are you?
Yeah.
was like, where are we going
It
with
kind of
this?
nothing to do with that.
I just don't think the fans buy it because here's a superstar they don't like, Roman Reigns, and then they love Becky. So they're not going to feed into that because they support Becky.
Yeah. Becky just hops the barricade. As soon as she hops the barricade, the security, referees, agents. I love how quickly they were there. But, I would have liked, like the badass security guards who actually are the ones who tackle the fans. I wanted one of them to just tackle her because she is suspended. She's not supposed to be there. But Triple H immediately comes out then. He tells Charlotte to leave the ring and pretty much tells Becky the same thing that Stephanie told her on Monday, that you cannot be reinstated until you see the doctor. Becky says she doesn't trust any of them. And Triple H says, you have to trust me. You're going to main event Mania if you're cleared by the doctor. That's fine. That's it. Go home. As Triple H leaves, Becky then asks him, how's Steph's face? Is she medically cleared? And then Triple H goes on this promo talking about how, oh no, I finally see now. You're not really the man. You're just a self-destructor afraid of failure. You're a martyr. You're all this talk, building it up, but then you find a reason to get out of it. In Survivor Series, you marched down, was reckless, got injured, so you didn't have to face Ronda. Now you climbed your way, won the Rumble again.
But she didn't. I mean, I get what he's saying, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Nia hurt her.
Right.
She didn't come down and, like.
Well, she didn't have to. She didn't have to invade Raw. She didn't have to be there.
Well,
she wasn't contractually obligated to be there.
But was she contractually obligated to be at Raw last night?
No.
She was invited.
She was not.
She was invited to Raw.
She wasn't invited on Survivor Series.
Because they can't keep up with the good ratings SmackDown gets.
She hasn't been invited to many TV tapings lately.
Then Triple H also mentioned, you climbed your way, win the Royal Rumble, beat the odds there. And now, I don't even think you're really injured. But I think you fear Ronda Rousey. Which case then Becky slaps Triple H.
Good.
Go, Becky!
Yeah.
And then Triple H pedigreed Becky. No, that didn't happen. He didn't pedigree her. Next week, okay. I mean, maybe we'll have the Triple H, Stephanie and Triple H versus Becky in a handicap match. We can do that. Why not? Are we going
to see like a repeat of WrestleMania 30 of like she has to beat Stephanie to get to the main event?
Honestly, I feel like that could happen.
No.
I hope not, but I mean, is that where they're going to go with this?
Oh, no. Just have it be the Daniel Bryan story all over again?
No. I don't want it to be that at all. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. But I don't get it. I mean, WrestleMania's like 3 months away still. Becky, go to the doctor.
It's not that long. It's not that far.
Okay, but it's
just about 2 months.
It's long enough where
if it's a serious knee injury, it's not.
Well, they can find a way for her to wrestle. I mean, we all know what's going to happen. She's making it to the main event.
So Joseph in the chat said, I see a fatal four-way. Becky versus Ronda versus Charlotte versus Stephanie.
Oh,
no.
God.
No. It's one thing
Why'd you put that in the world?
It's one thing if Charlotte gets thrown in there. The match itself will be great. I just don't want her in there for the story. I want Becky Ronda one-on-one.
Yeah.
If you throw a fourth person, regardless of it being Stephanie or not, you somehow throw a fourth person in there, no, it diminishes everything that Becky's done.
Yeah.
The more people are in it, the more it diminishes it. Please don't do that. Joseph, shame on you for bringing that to the world. You're normally such a loyal listener with great insight. Why'd you have to say that, man?
But thank you for your contribution nonetheless.
Yes, we do love everyone's contributions. We love everyone's comments. We love everyone's feedback because we always want to make the show bigger and better for you. And Tom is going to tell you how we can do that.
Yes. We're going to talk about Becky after this, too.
Oh, all right.
Hey, guys, before we move on to the next topic of Becky Lynch again, we just wanted to say thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk. And for us to continue to grow, we could use your help. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, we need you to hit the thumbs up button. And if you're on iTunes, we need you to give us a 5-star rating. But no matter where you are, leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. But don't give us ideas of Stephanie in a match. And being part of AfterBuzz has meant so much to all of us, and we truly appreciate you supporting us and doing what we love. And don't forget to tell your friends and enjoy watching our shows.
All right, what else did you want to say about Becky then?
I mean, I want her to go to the doctor because I want her to be in this main event. I don't get how drawing it out is going to help anything, though.
Well, because we're eventually going to get a multi-segment episode of SmackDown where we see her at the doctor.
I guess.
And apparently within that 2-hour broadcast, we'll find out the prognosis.
Gotcha. I get it. I don't know. That just seems a lot. I don't know. I just don't get where they're going with it. I'm fine. I'm along for the ride. Don't do the whole Daniel Bryan thing of like having her fight her way into the match by fighting Charlotte at a pay-per-view, not on WrestleMania.
Right.
So we don't need that. Okay, that's all I want to say about it.
Okay. Then we have Anderson and Gallows versus the team of Nakamura and Rusev. Tom, you and I talked about this last week, how this is just really, really weird.
Yes.
Macho kick for the win. Rusev and Nakamura win.
Yeah, Lana was out there yelling and motivating them.
Yeah, being all heelish.
Finally, hallelujah. Rusev takes a win.
He just won the U.S. title.
Wait, what?
He won it 3 weeks ago.
Then he lost it.
And then he
Yeah,
lost it.
but like, come
So
on.
he's gotten wins.
I don't look at that as a win because when you win something and can't hold on to it that long, it's not really a win.
Well, it makes no sense that he was one of the top faces and just a snap of a finger would make him heel again.
Yeah, but can
That made no sense.
I mean, I wasn't here for the last 2 weeks, but come on, you guys. R-Truth is the current champion.
Love it. Love it.
You love it?
Love it.
Okay. I wasn't loving that match and how it happened, but all right. I think Shinsuke should have had
I'm not
it
loving
longer.
him as champion, but
Well, he wasn't on this week, so that didn't help things.
well, I mean, yeah. Well, not that Nakamura or Rusev were on a lot when they were championing as well. So
Right.
it was a fun match. I liked Lana being, heel Lana, and they did work well together.
I guess?
I don't see this ending anytime soon.
Apparently it's not. They're going to, agree and be a legit thing. What? They'll probably be for some odd reason,
They're like
they'll be the team to beat Miz and Shane.
But they're like are they the new bar, like Sheamus and Cesaro, thrown together just because, and then
This is odd to me,
I don't
though.
know.
It's very odd.
And-
Because
I
here you
mean-
have...
go
Sorry.
ahead. No, you go, you go.
Rusev is pretty much like a baby face.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Now he's a bad
I
guy.
think he's more of a bad guy.
No,
I don't
he
know.
definitely-
That's what I was just saying.
He
He
doesn't even
made
wear
the
the
heel
shirts
turn last
anymore.
week.
I don't feel like he's a heel to me. I mean, I know even when Becky first turned, there was confusion in the WWE universe.
But
I
Becky
don't
never
feel like
turned,
Rusev.
so.
I don't feel like Rusev does so many heel things yet.
Well, yeah, but I think the way
he's not really full heel to me.
He
in my opinion.
attacked R-Truth from behind last week.
Okay, so one attack from behind makes you a heel all of a
Yes.
sudden.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess to WWE.
And then he talked
certain
and then he
fans-
talked trash to Gallows and Anderson
Yeah, he
and
got-
agreed to team with the heel Nakamura.
uh-huh.
But
And he
what
helped
else does
Nakamura,
he
too.
do that's heel?
Everything I just listed is a heel. Everything I just said.
I don't know. Even in ring, you look at someone like Shinsuke, and Shinsuke is more of a heel than Rusev will ever be. Right
doesn't even
now.
wear
Right,
shirt
and the fact that
anymore.
Rusev is aligning himself with him makes him a heel.
And he doesn't say Happy Rusev Day
Right, I
anymore.
mean, yes, he's aligning with him, so WWE is going in that direction. I just don't see him that way, and I mean, I hope it's for the betterment of Rusev. But what do you guys think? Do you like Rusev better as a heel? Do you think it's time he's a heel now?
No.
Well, he's been a heel most of his career.
Yeah.
I mean, now.
Right
this
now,
point.
no, because he was so over as a babyface. Everyone loves chanting Rusev Day.
Yep.
He turned into one of the top merch sellers on SmackDown, I'm sure, from all of Rusev Day.
Yes,
Yep, I
Rusev
bought a
is
shirt.
huge.
Tom's got a shirt.
Yeah.
He doesn't have all those shirts.
No.
But he got a Rusev Day shirt.
Yeah.
So I felt the timing was just so weird of it.
Yeah. They could have at least, if they're gonna make him turn, drag it on for another month or so, and maybe have him help R-Truth and then turn on R-Truth. Again, you know what I
Sure.
mean? They have R-Truth goes, all right, man, I know, well, I'll give you a rematch, and then R-Truth somehow beats him, and then he just destroys R-Truth and becomes a heel that way. Because doing what he did last week was losing with a roll up.
Lost.
Yeah.
Then he lost to his second match and then just threw pretty much a hissy fit and beat him up after the match.
I guess how I feel is if you're going to be heel and you're going to have a heel turn, you have to go big or go home. I mean, look at Daniel Bryan. When he was first starting to merge to the heel side, he wasn't fully committing until he fully committed in the ring and made his whole long speech and started going crazy at concession stands. That's when I feel like he truly became the new Daniel Bryan. So I think Rusev needs that moment. That's all.
All right, Rusev, you got to bombard some concession stands.
Yeah.
You heard it from Gabby. We have a brief promo from Mustafa Ali talking about how nobody expects him to win the chamber, but what if he keeps saying the what if, what if. Nice little promo, nothing really to talk about. It was
No.
simple. It was short and sweet.
I mean, he's good at promos.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he's getting, scripted promos or if he's actually having.
I'm sure.
I mean,
I'm sure they are.
I feel like it seems like he's getting maybe some kind of like, input into it. So I don't know. It wasn't as good as that one they showed like weeks ago. That one was awesome.
We have an appearance by Paige for the first time in forever, but it wasn't the crazy Paige here. It wasn't that weird, super uncomfortable close-up one. It's just her sitting in a chair, giving us a clip for her movie, which I do want to see. I do want to see that movie. I will see that movie.
I'll give it a chance.
I mean, I haven't said that about the other WWE films. So,
well, I can't. I mean, because The Rock's in it. That's the only reason why it's like in the theaters.
he's probably in like 2 minutes worth of the movie.
I think we've seen his whole part in the movie.
We probably have.
That, and then he shows up and he's talking to her on the phone or in like a, one of those press booths of like, well, my family was in wrestling too, and blah, 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 and whatever. I don't know. I think it'll be fine for what it is.
We should all go to the movies together.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Movie date. Yep. Movie date. If we can do a watch along, well, that would be illegal because we'd be doing watch along of a movie that's in theaters, so we probably shouldn't do that.
We could do live
Come on,
tweeting.
we'll just bring our phones and just live it from there. Yeah.
All right, Tom's gonna break some laws, guys. Usos cut a promo about being in a promo segment next week. Like if they were cutting a promo about just Miz and Shane, how they're going to beat them, but the promo was about next week we're on Miz TV. Like, talk about, and I love their promos, but why? Why do we have a promo about cutting a promo?
Yeah, like why wouldn't they just talk trash and then we see a shot of Miz
responding,
going to Shane and being like, "Yo, hey, let's have them on Miz TV next week."
Yeah,
they're gonna talk trash about us. Why don't we make them talk trash to our face?
Yeah.
By the way, does anyone love the title McMiz TV?
I feel like McDonald's is gonna have something to say about that.
And I was just gonna say that because that's exactly what it reminds me of McDonald's.
Is it called McMiz TV?
It is. There was graphics that said McMiz TV.
Why not Ms. Man?
Ms. Man TV.
Yeah.
The best tag team in the world
Actually,
TV.
I think Ms. Man sounds better. McMiz is just hysterical.
Well, it's like also like it's Ms. TV. It's not Shane McMahon TV.
I feel like McMiz is like a limited time like sauce that you can get at McDonald's.
Limited edition.
Like the Szechuan sauce from Rick and Morty that they would have. I feel like McMiz for a limited time only. Get your McMiz sauce.
Hey, that could be at the merch booth.
I know.
You
Maybe.
never know.
And Rusev will cut a promo about it.
Yeah. They had tie-ins with McDonald's. This could be on fire for them.
You're welcome. Mustafa Ali versus Randy Orton. I love the little, the match is starting, and I love the Randy Orton, the little, insert quick promo. Randy's like, I don't know my opponent's name. Who am I facing tonight? I don't know anyone who's in the chamber. I just know I'm going to win. He's at the point in his career where he doesn't care and doesn't know the names of the people he's working. That's amazing. I found that promo hilarious.
Yeah.
The match itself was a lot of fun. Ali got a nasty black eye during it. We were watching his eye just swell shut as the match progressed. Orton countered his 504 into or what is it, 450 back? Yeah, 504 into an RKO. And then after the match, Samoa Joe showed up.
054.
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
You said 504.
Yeah.
054, whatever.
You're getting confused with Rey Mysterio. I feel like.
So many
They all
numbers.
ring
916.
So many numbers.
054.
Okay,
It doesn't sound right,
054.
but that's what it is.
He counted into an OKR and gets the win. After the match, Joe shows up and locks a Coquina clutch on Orton and kicks Ali out of the ring, making a statement.
I just thought, how is Randy Orton going to win this match?
That's how.
And it was awesome.
It was really cool.
It was a great RKO.
I haven't disliked a match with Mustafa Ali thus far.
No, he's great.
He is phenomenal. This was fun for me. I like that Orton and Mustafa are fighting, and they're now in the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is turning into that Rey Mysterio ultimate underdog.
Yes,
kind of person.
he's taking that role.
Yeah.
He's taking the Daniel Bryan role.
Yeah, but I also think that the guys he's going against he's not getting like buried in any matches. Like
No.
he looks good in every match still. Like even if he loses, it's still like, oh, but he had a good fighting chance. It wasn't just like, he got destroyed.
This is the big difference between heels and faces in this position. When we look at Andrade, he had some of those matches that were just unbelievable, but still ended up losing the matches. And we're all just like, as the heel, you're like, dude, what's going on? He could cheat to win at the end of it.
Yeah.
This guy needs some wins. Ali, uber babyface, he's fighting, he gets close, but oh no, he's just a little short. But instead of us complaining like we do with Andrade, we gravitate and we get behind him. We're like, no, this is going to be weak. He's going to do it. He's going to pull off the win. You know, like I'm rooting for him to win the chamber. He's not going to win it, but I'm rooting for him to win it.
He's at least going to eliminate Orton or Joe, I think.
Like he'll eliminate somebody.
I would think. Yeah.
But it's just it's the beautiful difference in wrestling between good guys and bad guys, where they're on very similar paths and how fans react differently. I love that. I love that, how that differentiates in the world of wrestling. Gabby's looking at me like I don't
No,
know.
all I keep thinking of is Becky Lynch when everyone has their own opinions.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Back in the day. So long ago. Dan O'Brien promo. We're in Washington. We can tell. They're excited to see him. The favorite son of Washington is here. This title is a symbol of excellence and a symbol for change. Crowd is going nuts. Then Rowan speaks. The crowd not cheering anymore. But I love, because I don't remember the last time they gave Rowan a live microphone.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had the Bludgeon Brothers promos, but were all filmed off outside of the ring.
Oh my God, what happened to the Bludgeon Brothers?
They both got hurt.
Yeah.
And then it just ended.
We don't know
Yeah,
yet.
well, I don't know. Who knows when Harper's coming back? But who knows? Harper might show up as another follower to Bryan.
I think that's how Bryan's gonna get out of the chamber.
But the problem is they didn't come out as a Bludgeon Brother.
No, that's,
No, that's
fine. We
fine.
don't need them to be.
They were Harper and Rowan before the Bludgeon Brothers.
I know, but like it was on fire. I thought the Bludgeon Brothers was such a great concept, and they could really do stuff with
Eric Rowan's been in the WWE for like 5 years and has had 9 gimmicks.
It's just sad when you don't get to see something live out its full
they won the belts, though.
life cycle.
Yeah. They won
I
the
mean,
belt.
it was
so short-lived.
I know.
But I mean,
Not even a year, I
when
felt.
you tear a rotator cuff, you got to cut things short, unfortunately.
No, I know, but they could have at least kept one person in character until the next person comes back. In my opinion, you could support Daniel Bryan as a Bludgeon Brother.
Yeah, but that's something where, you know, because when you overly hype them as a team, if one goes down, then the other is not going to get pushed. When Jey Uso was hurt for a while, we never saw Jimmy on TV. He pretty much he wrestled at live events, but on TV wise, we never saw him. Way back, we go back to the 3-minute warning days with Rosie and Jamal. When Jamal got fired, Rosie was a goner until the last minute they figured out, hey, we're going to have you be Hurricane's goofy sidekick, and we completely changed the gimmick.
Right? I just think there's so much potential with Rowan, and
Oh,
it's
they've
just
both
sad.
got a ton of potential.
Yeah, but I'm not sad. I'm sad. This is better for him now, I think, being with Daniel Bryan than being a Bludgeon Brother.
Of course it is, but I would like to see him as a Bludgeon Brother with Daniel Bryan. Unfortunately, not all dreams can come true, I guess.
But I think they could come back. I think, yeah, like I said, I think Harper's going to be, Harper's going to help Daniel Bryan win at the chamber somehow.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then Bray Wyatt will come in a feud, and it'll be all over again.
It's
It
just
goes
crazy.
full circle.
I think it's nuts how, like, even Rowan is allowed to stand ringside. Like, he's a monster, and he clearly is the reason why Daniel Bryan had an upper edge tonight.
Well, not
that
according
moment.
to Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. He's just his great friend that he talks with intellectually.
Intellectually.
Yeah, he's his intellectual peer.
Yeah, see?
He's not a bodyguard. He's not a manager. He's not a problem solver. He's an intellectual peer.
But there was that weird Rowan gimmick where he was supposed to be really smart before.
Right, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So we had Wyatt family,
Smart
smart kind of weird guy, intense Wyatt family, Bludgeon Brother, intellectual peer.
Just curious, do you guys think that the Wyatt family for you was made a bigger statement than the Bludgeon Brothers?
Yes, 1,000%.
Agreed.
But they also were booked very horribly. So
1,000%
They
agree.
still
at least
were
the
amazing.
at least the Bludgeon Brothers won the belts. Wyatt family did not really anything.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy getting his response to Dan O'Brien's promo, and he's like, Dan O'Brien, no one has ever disrespected a title like Dan O'Brien. Really? Of all the time Jeff Hardy's been in the WWE, that's the most disrespecting the title's been?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's going to go out there later tonight and make him shut up. He's interrupted by AJ Styles, and AJ has a world limit. To be honest, in your current state, can you beat him? Everyone's now bringing up the past, drug and alcohol issues with Jeff.
But he's clean now. So
As far as we know.
What do you mean his current state?
Yeah. And then Jeff asks AJ, he's like, well, are you ever able to actually beat Daniel Bryan? Because you haven't.
I don't think he's ever beaten him actually. Even
as
in
the
non-title
new Daniel
matches.
Bryan. No, he did. Because there was maybe a month or so prior, they had a non-title match on SmackDown.
He actually they fought.
But he
before
hasn't beaten them since the new Daniel Bryan has come out.
Before the pay-per-view that shall not be named. That one.
Pay-per-view that shall not be named. I'm missing
In
something.
that place where we're not supposed to go. The crown jewel.
Oh.
Oh.
I was trying to think. I'm like, what did CM Punk do? What? I missed something. Carmella and Naomi versus the Iconics versus Mandy and Sonya.
Man, we called this weeks ago.
We really did. So now maybe I misheard something, but I thought they said triple threat tag team match. The winning team is going to get added into the chamber. That's what I thought, and I could very well be wrong. Chat roll, please correct me. But all of a sudden, when I see the Iconics come out, who've already been announced to be in it, and then Mandy and Sonya, well, wait. Are they doing a thing where if Carmella and Naomi have to win this match in order to get in? And then Mandy pins Naomi again. Because that was the whole story of this triple threat tag match. Iconics were kind of just there. So it was Naomi trying to chase Mandy. But Mandy pins Naomi. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, so they're not in. And then they show the graphic where they're in. I'm like, so they were announced in it.
How do they not have enough people on this show to have qualifying matches? Yet on Raw they all have to qualify to get in.
Don't they have this? Don't we have the same amount of women on SmackDown
I
as
thought
Raw?
so.
I'd have to look and count. Well, I guess because they didn't have the champ, Asuka.
Yeah.
And then you got Becky and Charlotte thrown away. So I guess,
But
on Raw they just have Ronda.
Whereas
Ronda was the only one that was taken out of.
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross was used on Raw.
Okay, well, so whereas Heavy Machinery last week.
They
on
deserve
SmackDown
to be on all
and
the
Raw
shows.
this
Come
week.
on now. By the way, the newest victims of
They could have been tag team. They could have been #1 contenders for both shows. Do you realize that?
Well, they're the newest victims of the one name
I saw
Wrecking
that.
Crew,
I
which
saw
is
that.
just ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, what was his last name?
Dosevich.
Okay, it wasn't that hard to say it. I was like, I'm not gonna remember what his last name is.
Andrade was with Zelina. They talk about Rey Mysterio as a folktale. You can try to stop us, but you can't fight fate. The legend of Andrade begins with Rey Mysterio's end. Short, simple. I love this feud. I want them to fight forever.
Unfortunately, no one's having an end anytime soon because these are two of the hottest WWE superstars.
Right. Right. No, they're going to go for a while. Please give them a match at Chamber and give them a big payoff match at Mania. Let these two have a major WrestleMania match. Give Andrade, I don't know if I want to say the Mania moment because he's still so young in his career. It could be one of Mysterio's final Mania moments, but give him a big marquee match at Mania. That'd be so great.
Yeah, I think they have a crazy match at WrestleMania, and then it ends with them shaking hands, mutual respect between the two of them. To kind of, I don't know if we want to turn Andrade into a face, but
No.
I don't want that. But
Because then what would Zelina do? She would have no purpose if Andrade was a face.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I want
Lana
Andrade
had
to stay
tons
heel.
of purpose when Rusev was a face.
I just
Like
don't
what?
see Zelina.
I'm joking.
That's a great point. That's when she was wrestling, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I think that Zelina does so well in the character that she is.
Oh, yes.
On Andrade's side as that shit talking, like hardcore ballet.
She's resurrected the role of the manager.
Yeah. But also, wait, we also had Lana and Zelina. Why weren't they considered to be a team? Since they are both heels now.
Lana's got an air cast.
Oh, I forgot about that.
She's got a bad foot.
So what? She can still wrestle. She's tough.
Jeff Hardy versus Daniel Bryan. Good match between the two. I don't remember the last time we've had this match, if we've ever had this match. I don't think they ever have.
There's so many first matches on SmackDown. The whole
Ali Orton was first time.
Yeah, but I mean, like big matches where like Jeff Hardy versus Daniel Bryan. Like, who would have thought we'd ever see that match in 2019?
Yeah. Good back and forth match. Hardy getting the upper hand, hits the swanton, looks like he's going to win. Rowan pulls Hardy out of the ring before the ref can count to 3. Ref calls for DQ, and then chaos ensues.
Of course.
Rowan beats the crap out of Hardy. He throws him in Daniel Bryan. They continue to work on it. Then all of a sudden, Samoa Joe shows up.
Of course, Samoa Joe shows up. He always just shows up.
This is Joe. For a guy his size, he is really sneaky.
Yeah.
And he takes out Rowan, puts a coquina clutch on Bryan. Then Orton shows up. They all start brawling some more. Mustafa Ali shows up. He's flying around. Eventually, Rowan catches him and does like the claw, like the Von Erich claw, into a choke slam on the announce table. Then AJ Styles shows up and takes out everyone except Daniel Bryan, who escapes.
Of course.
And then as soon as I love that,
smart.
As soon as Daniel Bryan and Rowan like leave, they're not away from everyone yet, because Caleb Braxton is there. Waiting for them as soon as they go through the curtain. Scares the crap out of Bryan. He was just like, what are you doing here? Why are you right here?
I think he scared the crap out of her.
And he's so angry that she was waiting for him. He emphasized that he beat Jeff Hardy by himself. Rowan is not my bodyguard. He's my intellectual peer. And pretty much saying, I'm going to win the chamber. And that's how SmackDown goes off the air. Craziness. Yeah. Lots of craziness at the end.
We're on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a SmackDown without some craziness happening to close out the show.
Yes.
Like we see that very often.
Especially when we only have one more show before the chamber.
Oh, Zeno Hour said Ray and Andrade in a 2 out of 3 falls match at WrestleMania.
Well, we did just have that 2 weeks ago.
I know. Well,
yeah. I mean, I loved it. We didn't get the final outcome because Joe came out.
Yeah. That jerk.
We need something. We need something beyond that.
Yeah.
For the final payoff.
3 out of 5 falls. Okay.
Sure.
Fine.
We're gonna give Ray and Andrade at WrestleMania a 5 out of 9 falls match. Why not?
Oh, I mean, something they could do. They could do a best of 7.
I've never been a fan of those.
I know,
because they always go to. It's going to 7.
I know.
If you want to give them the 30-minute Iron Man, all for that.
Yeah.
But no,
what would they get for it though?
Huh?
I mean, what would they get for it? They gotta have a belt.
No, they don't.
No.
I mean, unless say because they're talking about the legend, he's going to destroy the legend. Ray puts his career on the line.
Yeah.
That's worth more than a title.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see, because we're already talking about Mania. We still have Elimination Chamber, but before all
Fastlane.
And Fastlane. Jeez, I forgot about Fastlane. But between all that,
speed bumps.
We've tried to do a wrestling wrap the last couple of weeks, but we know it wasn't nearly as impactful without a certain someone. So, Gabby, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So, wrestling wrap for February 5th, 2019. I'm back, y'all. First story, Ric Flair turns the big 7-0, and he'll be celebrating the beginning of a new decade with the February 25th episode of Raw in Atlanta, Georgia. On WWE.com, it was posted that the birthday party will probably include lavish festivities. What do you think WWE will do for the famous Flair?
Find a way to have Becky destroy it.
Oh, yeah.
And
man, I'm so pumped for this Raw now.
That'd actually be great.
And then somehow Charlotte's gonna get included. Maybe then Fastlane, we're going to have Charlotte versus Becky, and if Charlotte wins, she gets added to the match. Something along the way. But Charlotte will be there. Horsemen will be there. Legends will be there. Classic Flair promo, and somehow Becky is going to ruin it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I wasn't even thinking that at all. I was just thinking like, oh, it'll be him crying in the ring because he always cries, and them all crying, and then
a little video tribute.
Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be so good. When is this date again?
25th, you said?
Oh, that's too far
25th of
away.
February.
That's too far away.
It's only a few weeks.
Oh man, I'm waiting.
I mean, I think the bigger story is that's only 3 days away from Christian Rosenberg's birthday. Wouldn't that be a bigger story?
Depends what we do here on AfterBuzz.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
You guys will have to tune in to find out.
You're turning the big 702? Jeez.
I look a lot better for 70 than Flair. Let's be honest. Actually, he's in a lot better shape than I am.
Man, I'm so pumped for that Raw now. Why can't they do it on SmackDown? Ah, man.
Because his birthday doesn't fall on a Tuesday? I don't know. What else we got, Gabby?
Leap year?
All right, so the next story is EC3 made his WWE Raw in-ring debut, defeating Dean Ambrose last night. Way to bust open the WWE door and make things happen, EC3. EC3 took the win with a jackknife cradle finish. Speaking of his opponent, Dean Ambrose will not renew his contract when it expires in April. That is official news. But does this mean he will be signing with AEW or starting a new life with Renee? And will Renee be leaving soon? Like, will Renee follow Dean, or is she going to stick it out?
I mean,
and
we
stay
talked a little about this last week, but Renee ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, unless ESPN offers her a ton of money, she ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe Fox Sports.
But the amount of money but they're going on Fox. So.
Right. So work with her, like move her to SmackDown then. I don't know. I'm overthinking things now. But Ambrose, again, I am not going to be 100% convinced that he is gone until I see him on another show.
Yeah.
Because he may have already signed and we're all being worked. He may have not signed, and at the last minute he ends up signing something because they make him a deal he can't refuse.
Yeah.
I could definitely see him in AEW.
I mean,
I can definitely see him go back to Ring of Honor.
The contract that he was given, that they're reporting online,
was $1 million a year or something like that
for like 5 years, $1 million downside guarantee for 5 years. So, I mean, that's great money for them. And I'm sure if he was like, oh, and I want like a month off a year or something, you know what I mean? They're gonna do that because they're just signing everyone. They just want everyone to sign. They don't want anyone to go anywhere else.
Yeah, because they don't want to lose people to Japan, AEW, Ring of Honor right now. So,
but there's supposed to be someone that at that AEW thing on Thursday. There's some big name that may be there.
Like pool party announcement for something.
Yeah, it's for the ticket sale.
Well, it can't be him because he's still under contract right now.
I know that, but hey, people can have wild dreams of like what would happen, right?
Are you dreaming that Ambrose shows up at this random thing in Vegas?
It'd be really cool if he did, right?
Yeah, it would spark a lot of news.
I know.
Controversy.
You know what I mean? Like,
well,
I don't know. I mean, all right. So, wait, I have a question though. If his contract's done in April, does he have a no compete for 90 days, or is it once his contract is done, he can go somewhere the next day?
Typically in contracts, they have a 90-day. At the end of it, like whenever it's done, they have the 90-day. Then I think there's also the 90-day that WWE has the option of doing if they were to release someone early. But from my understanding, I don't have a contract in front of me, but from my understanding, the 90-day no-compete clause is pretty standard in just about all contracts, unless they somehow find a way to negotiate that. And a big part of that is based on Rick Rude back in the Monday Night Wars.
Well, speaking of contracts and everything, there's about 8 WWE superstars that have apparently requested their release from WWE. So there's a lot of rumors going around right now, and why people are requesting, their release. Big reason is AEW.
Sure.
So we have an NXT superstar. We have Goldust. There's Mike and Maria, who apparently had requested their release from WWE about 3 weeks ago, and apparently Mike Kanellis was denied, which is crazy.
No, if you're on the contract, they don't have to release you.
Of course they don't have to, but I'm just saying there's so much chaos I feel like going on with these superstars all requesting to leave and get out and sign probably with this other promotion.
Well,
that's a competitor.
I mean, it's like working at a job you're not happy at. Like, even if you're making a lot of money, but you're not getting the, recognition you want.
You want to
Yeah.
look elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I think it's also a big deal for NXT superstars to do that because that's their developmental process. They don't even know where their career would take them if they made it to the main roster. They haven't probably saw their career out enough.
Plus, the roster in NXT is so deep right now. There are plenty of really talented people that we're not even seeing yet. So they could be the ones that be like, no, screw this. I can get seen over here.
Yep.
Right.
I can go right on TV at this place instead of going to NXT, then maybe getting to Raw or SmackDown.
Well, there's also the Revival and apparently Dolph Ziggler as well. That's nuts because he's been with the company
and Dale
forever.
Tommy is gone now.
Yeah, he left.
He's gone.
Yep.
He's probably just going back to Japan, but who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, anyways, you guys let us know what you think and if all of these superstars will get out or find a way to get out of their contracts and where you do think they'll be going. So my last story.
What could it be? What could possibly be about, Gabby?
Oh, you guys, Kevin Owens.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Yeah, just a wrestler that's been on a small knee injury. So KO has been vocal on Twitter again lately and recently put out a tweet about his upcoming return to WWE. But first he mentioned that he wrestled Adam Cole for the first time in 4.5 years with one spectator, but then followed up with the tweet, in quotes, I appreciate people getting excited after my tweet earlier today, but I'm beginning to put some furniture together in my house just now, and I'm not coming back to WWE until I'm done with that. And I suck at it. So I'll see you all in a few months, maybe more. Thank you and take care.
It was probably someone along the lines of Adam Cole went and visited him at his house.
No, I think he's training at the Performance Center. Like,
is he physically moving around like that at this point?
I think so. I don't know. That's what I thought. That's what
Or
I
maybe
figured it would be.
then in front of just the physical therapist or something like that. I thought his Adam Cole went and visited him and they were hanging out and his son was just hanging out with him and he joked that we just had a match with one spectator.
Oh, gotcha. I mean,
but your idea makes a lot more sense.
I just figured he was getting ready to come back at the Performance Center and
I mean,
why wouldn't you get in a ring with someone he trusts? You know what I mean? He knows him. It's not like
I'm waiting for him to shock Lashley and then start the feud and we get babyface Kevin Owens and he will be he will turn into the top face on Raw.
I just don't want him to be a face. It may affect our relationship. Just saying.
Wow, Kevin, you have a choice. You can come back to the cheers and adulation of the WWE Universe. Get yourself right into a feud with Lashley, win that Intercontinental Championship back. Or, Gabby. The choice is yours.
I think that's a pretty big choice to make.
I feel like someone needs to take that clip and send it to him and watch him somehow block me on Twitter for whatever reason.
oh, we already blocked you.
I've been blocked. All right.
Just got the notification.
Every time Christian's been blocked, an angel gets his wings. So was that it? Was that the last one for WrestleMania?
Of course, it's the last one.
I don't know if you had any special surprises.
No, it's Kevin Owens.
By the way, there is a possibility. I've not even told these two yet. There may be a special surprise next week on the show. You definitely want to make sure you tune in live. I may fill these two in later.
Ooh.
But just so you know, I don't want to. Yeah, they honestly don't know what I'm talking about.
What do you mean you may fill us in? Aren't we a part of this show
I'm
too?
gonna fill you in out when we're off the air. I forgot to tell you prior
Don't
to us
worry.
starting.
I'm gonna live stream it, okay, on my Instagram.
I forgot to tell them before the show started, and it was just like, oh wait, I should probably promote this as a surprise, but I haven't even told them yet. So surprise! I'm gonna tell you about a surprise. So make sure you tune in next week because I don't know. We may be joined by somebody, possibly. Whether they're in person on the phone, maybe we're going to be joined by someone. I don't know.
Is it a superstar?
I don't know. Okay. That's all I know for now.
Steve
You're going to have to tune in. Yes, Steve Kaufman will be here. No, that's not the surprise. So make sure, especially you tune in live.
Be a fun surprise.
But if you want to take random guesses, feel free on various forms of social media, as well as YouTube and iTunes and all that fun stuff. Tom, how can people reach out to you?
You can find me Twitter, Instagram, TomTheCom. Check out my Etsy store at Connolly Central. I'll be at WrestleCon WrestleMania weekend, so stop by the booth. Also going to be at StarCast 2 in Vegas, so get those orders in.
All right, Gabby.
You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Gabby Loren TV. Make sure you guys are watching WoW Superheroes every week on Friday nights on Access TV. And if you guys want to see more of me, please tune in to Shein because I'm hosting their live stream again on Thursday.
All right, and follow me on Twitter at Will Rosenberg, Instagram, The Will Rosenberg, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. New shirts. All you guys love the segues tonight. Segway City is available on ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. And for all your other AfterBuzz TV news and gossip, follow me on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV. Thanks so much for tuning in. For Tom Connolly and Gabby Loren, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.